Hello. Okay, so I thought I would just do this really short recording for you so that you can understand what your CO2 levels are. So for this part of the session, which is actually part of a bigger session, it's called Breathe Better to Feel Better. This is just a small snippet. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lead you through a CO2 tolerance test to determine how healthy your breathing habits are. Now, it will give you an indication of how well you manage your CO2 levels in your body. And more importantly, it will give you an insight into the stress and anxiety levels that you currently experience. So a higher CO2 tolerance often correlates with lower stress and anxiety levels, while the lower CO2 tolerance can indicate a heightened stress and hyperventilation tendencies. So I'm going to walk you through a script, but you will also need a stopwatch for this test. So if you can just grab your phone quickly and go to the clock, and then you just need to hit the little stopwatch bit at the bottom. Now, I'm going to guide you through the exercise. And when I say to you, press start, just slowly press start on the stopwatch. And then you will need to do the breathing exercise and then press end when you feel it's the right time. So in the following exercise, I want you to hold your breath. We are going to count how many seconds it takes until you feel the first desire to breathe. Now, this is not a maximum breath hold. We're just looking for you to identify the first urge to breathe. A good indicator is the involuntary movement of your muscles. So your belly might contract, or you might feel a twitch. Your neck and your throat, they may contract, whatever you feel it is. So make sure you're sitting comfortably. You're welcome to just sit back, kind of relax your shoulders, and take a few moments to breathe how you normally would. Now have your phone at the ready. So I'm going to do it with you at the same time. And I'm going to put my finger over the start button in just a moment. So continue to breathe normally as you normally would. Don't change a thing. And at the end of that breath, we're going to pinch our nose to hold our breath. And then I'm going to watch what you need to do is watch your body back to see the first urge to breathe. So I'm going to do it first, and then you can just copy me afterwards. So take a normal breath. Okay, so I'm going to press start. Okay. Okay, I'm breathing normally. I think I might have held it slightly too long then. But mine is changing, and obviously it changes the more talking I'm doing. So I couldn't hold it as long as I normally could because I'm doing a lot of talking. However, so at that point, I was at 13 seconds. So if I reset that, and we'll do it again together now that I've just shown you. So you're just going to breathe normally, breathe in, breathe out, and then hold your breath, pinch your nose, and press start on the stopwatch. And then when you feel the urge to breathe, but without like you're gasping for air, it just needs to be a normal breath. And then yeah, press stop. So the idea is we're trying to see how long you can hold your breath, and then I'll explain to you what those results mean. So just take a couple of breaths. Okay, hand hold. Okay, so I've just pressed stop. So hopefully you did yours in the right way. And mine actually shows 15 seconds at the moment, which isn't I think it's about, is it about the longest? I think it's probably the longest actually that I've had. I was going to say it's not, but I think it's probably is the longest I've held my breath since I started my breathwork training. So what do those results mean? So anything less than 10 seconds indicates a poor CO2 tolerance. It's often associated with chronic hyperventilation, and it means that you're more likely to experience stress, anxiety, or panic, or panic attacks. For 10 to 20 seconds, this suggests a below average CO2 tolerance with room for improvement, a vulnerable system easily prone to stress and anxiety. 10 to 20 seconds indicates an average CO2 tolerance, a calmer, more stable, resilient system. 30 to 40 seconds reflects a good CO2 tolerance and efficient breathing patterns. And above 40 seconds is absolutely excellent CO2 tolerance, optimal respiratory health, and likely to feel more relaxed and calm. Now, I want to reassure you that despite what your stopwatch shows, despite that, there is huge room for improvement. The first thing is awareness. Now that you know what your CO2 levels are, and now that you have this awareness, and you might have been to a session with me recently, you know some breathing patterns, some breathing techniques that you can start to take on. Now, all you need to do is add them into your life at any point, even if you just do 5 to 10 minutes just to start you off, and do them as often as you can, maybe once a day, a few times a week, just to really get things going and moving, to understand and become more in tune with your breath. That will really help, and it will start to change your results. Now, when I was on my training day to become a breathwork instructor, I think mine was about 10, 11 seconds roughly. So mine was quite low. And now I think this is actually potentially the highest one I've had, which is 15 seconds at the moment. Well, 15.02. I'm going to take that 02. So there's already a bit of improvement, and that's potentially because I've just been on a 21-day journey with my trainer to really understand the breath. But as you can tell from the results, there's loads of room for improvement. So you've got anything from 0 right up to 40 plus seconds that you can really play with. So the more you start to become aware of your breath and really understand how your system is working for you, you can start to improve it. So I really encourage you to go and do a couple of do these tests a couple of times and see if it can help you, and come to a breathwork class. I'm going to start doing these online very, very soon. So please feel free to contact me if you've got any questions, or even if you'd like a Breathe Better to Feel Better session, because I do offer these one-to-one. These aren't for group sessions because it's on a one-to-one basis. It's about you, not teaching everybody a technique. This is more about you and how you are with your breath. But yeah, Breathe Better to Feel Better session is really, really lovely. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Go and have a play with your stopwatch, maybe even watch yourself in the mirror, see how it feels. And yeah, let me know how you get on.